Okay, what's up, YouTube? It is Mr. Eccentric, and I'm pretty much back today because I just want to, show y'all a little bit more stuff in the Bible. When I say there's like magic and voodoo and everything in there, and I guess I'll talk a little bit more about my spiritual journey today. Just took a spiritual bath, just to help me clear my mind with my crystals and some herbs and everything. So I guess we can get started. Pretty much, I just want to tell y'all what blood magic or just pretty much a sacrifice is. A sacrifice is an act of offering to a deity. It also means a destruction or surrender of something for the sake of something else. Sacrifice is a ritual of slaughtering animals and processing their bodies as an offering to a supernatural force. So pretty much, like some people that do voodoo or might sacrifice something or a lamb or something, but pretty much where I say it's all the same, and magic is real because it's right here in the Bible, because it's pretty much the same thing. So pretty much magic is real. Magic and religion are not mutually exclusive. They both have existed alongside one another across centuries. Magic is a ritual activity that is believed to influence human or natural events through access to external mystical forces. It involves the manipulation of certain objects to a supernatural being to produce or prevent a particular result. So here I'm gonna just go into like some verses that's that are examples of voodoo, and pretty much this is Exodus 12. The whole book pretty much is well, the whole chapter, let me not say book, the whole chapter is pretty much voodoo, because this is when with Moses and the Israelites, and when God was telling trying to free them from Egypt. So pretty much Exodus 12:5. I'm gonna start from Exodus 12:5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. So pretty much right there was telling you to take the blood of the lamb and like put it around your doorposts. Okay, so then it says, and then they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. So pretty much he's telling you to kill this animal, then to eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sudden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with legs, and the pertinence thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus ye shall eat with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste in the Lord's Passover. So pretty much he's telling them a certain way to eat it, because if I'm not mistaken, loins girded is pretty much like your clothes, I guess, like in a particular way, with your shoes on, with the staff in your hand, and ye shall eat in haste. Haste pretty much means like quickly, eating it quickly. So it's telling you to eat it in a certain way, which if you really like pay attention to that verse, it kind of sounds a little like, damn, a little voodoo-ish to me, a little kind of crazy. And it says, For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn of the land of Egypt, both man and beast. Against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto for all memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it by ordinance forever. So pretty much, to me, it sounds like a ritual, a ceremony telling you to like keep it forever and pass it down generation to generation. So to me, I feel like maybe, if they don't teach you in church that you should still put the blood around your door frame and everything. Yeah. So pretty much they was doing a lot of stuff with blood back then. So what makes what someone else does with blood compared to what they doing with blood? Because they right here is telling you like, I'm gonna pass over these people and I'm gonna kill them. They firstborn innocent children. Children don't have anything to do with that. So we're going to continue to Exodus, and we still in chapter 12. This is 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out of the door of the house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your homes. The destroyer. Okay, so we're going to continue. This is Leviticus chapter 7, 2 through 6. And the place where they killed the burnt offering shall thy kill the trespass offering. The blood thereof shall he sprinkle round upon the altar. So, okay, when you think about other religions or anybody else, spiritual people, they might have an altar and, something for their ancestors. But, here we have this for God. So what I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, what is the difference? And I used to be, don't get me wrong, I used to be a Christian, but we get so conditioned to see this stuff and just to think like, oh, it's okay because the Lord our God told us to do it. But if other people doing it just for, the sake of them, or just doing it because that's what they believe, we are taught to look down on them, and we taught to look down and just say that what they are doing is evil when it's not. It's pretty much the same thing. It's all the same thing. Okay, let me finish. And he shall offer it all the fat thereof, the rump and the fat that covereth the inwards, and the two kidneys and the fat that is on them, which is by the flanks, and the caul that is above the liver with the kidneys, and it shall he take away. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar of offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a trespass offering. And every male among the priests shall eat thereof, and it shall be eaten in the holy place. It is most holy. Okay. And like, if you want to like really go back to the beginning, because like I don't really have much today. This was just, because there's so much more in there, but I didn't feel like, going through it all, because I want people to go out and do their own research and, have discernment for themselves. So like, if you want to go back to the beginning with Abel and Cain, and this is Genesis. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bore his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his contentance fell. So pretty much that was like what led up to Cain killing Abel. And just reading that now, it do kind of seem a little bit crazy to me, because I thought that fruit was good, like fruits and vegetables was good for you. So you telling me, damn, it's not good enough for you. You want blood? Because he favored Abel's, which was a sheep, Pretty much, I'm pretty sure he slaughtered it and killed it. I mean, come on now, like blood magic is real. Why wasn't the fruit good enough? Why, like damn, what did it say? Let me read this again. He had no respect. He had no respect for Cain. And then, he turned around after Cain pretty much killed Abel. He gave him like the mark of Cain to like, keep him protected. So it's just like, a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of stuff that, just doesn't necessarily make sense to me. And, they always try to tell you you're not a, the you need God's man to teach you, need God's discernment to teach you. But it's like, it's a lot of this in here that just don't make sense. And I just feel like, why do I need somebody else to tell me God's word? If his word was there in the beginning, why wasn't I born with this word? So yeah, it's a lot, more things in there, but I don't think I really want to, focus too much more on this. Like I say, it's a pretty hard spell to break. And once I broke it, I felt whatever entity or whatever spirit that is, it tried to use that fear to bring me back into it. It tried to get me to keep calling on the name of Jesus. And it wasn't like a good fear. It's like, to me, it's two type of fears. Like, when you a fear when you excited about something and just taking a risk. But that fear, it was kind of more like a or else type of fear, if that makes sense to you. So, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to talk on that a little bit more. I talk to people about it and I teach people about it, and some people look at me crazy. Some people still have an excuse to it, and I'm not gonna judge them because I was maybe that person at one point in time in my life. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, you could point things out and you could tell people things, but then again, remember, this is your journey. This is, everything not gonna rock with people, or it's not gonna, what am I trying to say? It's not gonna necessarily get to them, and you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with people thinking you crazy. You got to be okay with people thinking you evil. You got to be okay with just people just thinking you weird in general, because it's people that still think I'm bipolar, or I'm crazy, or I'm just talking out the side of my neck. And I'm okay with that because I use that now to my advantage, because I know who I can and can't talk to now. And don't get lonely. It's gonna be lonely, but don't allow it to take over you, because more and more I realize it's certain people that I don't want to be around, and certain conversations that I just don't want to have anymore, because this is real. And the spiritual awakening, the spiritual journey, you look at the world around you and you realize like none of it has been real. So I kind of been going through, like the symptoms of it. I was angry, and I flipped back from being angry to being a little bit depressed, because, waking up out of the system is just, and like I say, I'm a spirit having a human experience. So I'm gonna just ride the motions. I'm not, because spirituality isn't always, positivity. It's, it's light and dark. It's one and the same. You gotta embrace both. So with that being said, like I said, just find out what works for you. That's why I just took a spiritual bath to help, clear my mind and help me connect more to my ancestors and connect more to the source, to the universe, so I could just, know what it is that I need to do, and just to release the need to be in control. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm sending, good energy, good vibes, good spirits to anybody out there, and just let y'all know, continue on. You're not alone. There's other people out here that's being woke, and a bunch of people out here going through it. And just, you will figure out, the more you grow, you will figure out, because we're not going to, be too hard or judge people that, aren't completely woke, because a lot of people know the truth. A lot of people know the things that I'm saying, but a lot of people just like, oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. And it's just like, I'm not at that point in my life no more where it's just okay, because I can't live my life like that no more. Something has to be done, and that's why I say I'm working on me. I'm being the change that I want to be. So that's all you got to do is just be the change you want to see in the world. And on that, I'm gonna leave you. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you at. Peace.